with the working groups, and if you could help yourself to coffee and come back. Basically, the campaign has been going since July. Dr. Nassimi's told you a lot about the many things that they've managed to do so far, basically on fresh air and volunteers, as there haven't been any actual funds for the campaign. We've been very lucky in that the university has given us this wonderful hall, and last year as well, free of charge, and there are a lot of people who give their time free, many of whom are here today, so thank you. Obviously, the campaign wants to progress, and the idea of the working groups is that we've chosen 4 particular areas. I say we, it's Dr. Nassimi and the volunteers, that the campaign would like to work on over the next year. The 4 areas are violence against women, education and employment, health, and setting up Afghanistani women's self-help groups in the UK. So it'd be very good if all of you could choose whichever working group you're most interested in. And when we come back, if the people who want to work in the group on violence against women can gather near Fazada, as you remember her from the presentation, the people on education and employment can gather near Sonia, and the people on health near Arzu, and the people on self-help groups near Shabnam. They'll find a place in the room. The aims of the working group are to get your input as members and non-members of the campaign into what we can do next. Some of your ideas we might be able to do straight away. It might be an advocacy strategy or a letter that needs to be sent, and some of them may need us to fundraise, and we'll be doing that, taking that forward over the next few months by trying to apply for grants to support human rights in Afghanistan and in other European countries. So you will be allowed to have coffee now, don't worry. Please help yourself to coffee. Just before, we have a special volunteer that we'd like to thank, which is David Jones, the cameraman, who has volunteered to film free of charge today, and I keep standing in front of his camera, so I'm going to take this. So please do, help yourself to coffee. Come back. When you come back into your working groups, we need a volunteer to take notes and a volunteer to report back at the end of the session. Thank you.
You know, from this organization, in order to stop, in order to address this domestic violence, in order to protect the women of Afghanistan. You know what? I think we give them some suggestions. Yeah. If we ask them to do this, do that, if we make a list of things that this organization should be doing, then they will try to get funds for it and run these programs.
Well done. John, thank you.
That's why everyone's going to education and health. And I think that if we just base our opinion in one country, we kind of restrict of options, because if we just base in UK, then we're looking for people who speak English. you know, the system of education who actually have worked here or have gained some kind of qualification, and that excludes the generation that have come here who have gotten qualifications on the purpose that they were here is just to get money and send back home to support their family. And now they are like 20 years down the line. It was.
I know many families that they send their boys there and there's no employment in Afghanistan and they have no money and the government is working for them. And the only hope that they had was their son working there until they could
Exactly.
And they Taliban or in Pakistan, I was in Pakistan.
As far as I'm aware that medical disciplines and I think it's not so much that there's a position in the ministry. There's so much going on
they're getting help and they'll be able to help because they live there, and if you live in a country where you live like life preventative, you will definitely you know, do something about it. And if you can't find someone, like you said, and the person I don't think ever will contact and say
شما دیگه
It is not political, but it can be. Not on a small scale, in a very massive scale. This is the point. What is political? First, you have to how is the violence? What is the message? What is the solution? How is the family? Well, that's my point. What do you want
Do you want to write down? I'm very slow and my handwriting is very bad. Do you want to write down everything?
So is it for us, is the idea for us to find out which organizations
What do you have? What are the problems about getting family, so having a family in the house? I think having family is also
It is, but just because doctors and engineers were always valuable in terms of profession, it was very hard to get there. It was the most difficult field in education to be successful in. So always when they bring up their children, they want the best for their children, and the best as well. It was, yeah, it was always to get the best. So at the doctor,
coming to Asia. So before they were coming, they have to.
Yeah, but how is that working? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Oh, is it like when they say, because he's saying
They join their family.
what's it called? How you look.
And Corey's there.
Okay, I like that.
This is sort of it.
They offer English
This legislation should be scrapped. I think there are two fundamentals we have to. First, we have to educate the men. We're not freedom, but we need it. I think we understand so
if you're doing 24 hours job, the issue when you get in it, which is
we understand the religion has not the women.
There are parents, they send their kids to school. There are parents evenings that work in schools. There are parents evenings that they're invited to work to come and see how their kids behave. The teacher is reading the report. The parents, because the English is not so good, they can only hear the good or very good or not so good.
Yeah. I always send a lot of you and I'm keeping to see whether they are coming.
Tag off, crayons, magazine, doll,
Just like the program was trying just to allocate but they just pushed it yeah. So now to something that's cultural, because two things of you is very important. You need to get used to the next week's music. If there's food and there's music, they will come together and
So, I mean, because
someone died in their family, so they were holding the funeral. What happened? Yeah.
So they went to it is like training for the personnel.
When you lecture, doesn't mean have to. A lecture doesn't have to be 2 hours, 3 hours.
Let me ask you,
What is that?
We will